Hey guys, Vazzy back, and in today's video it is time for episode 25 of our Pittsburgh Penguins franchise mode here on NHL 25. And if you guys did miss the last one, spoilers, but we were fortunately eliminated here in the first round to the New Jersey Devils in 6 games. So I think it is pretty safe to say we need to shake something up with this team. Very good regular season, but we're unable to get it done in the playoffs. Going to expiring contracts, there's nothing super crazy that we need to worry about. Broberg, Pickering, Roslovic, all these guys probably can be replaced in free agency pretty easily. Nothing for the goaltenders as well. And we have some money to do that. So I really want to strengthen the defensive core here in the NHL entry draft. I'm curious to see what's available, but I definitely plan on making some moves here. So what draft pick do we have here again? I'm pretty sure we kept our first rounder, going all the way to the end, so we have pick 25. So let's go with the draft class. Let's see if there's anyone that we want to maybe hold on to that pick for, and if not, it can maybe get included into a trade package. So going down here to around that 20-25 range. So we have that Ranta guy we were looking at last video. I wish it would update to him. Timo Rantanen, 2-way forward, 3 years out. I very much doubt that he's going to be medium elite. Same with Watt in there, 2 bars. So honestly, I think it makes more sense to take that value, include it in a trade with one of our defenders. Let me go show you guys what I'm talking about here. That being Charlie Trethway. So he's a defender for us, high top 4. He's only 23, still very young, and he signed for a decent amount of time. He's been up and down. He had a tough start to the year. He did rebound. But if we go to the playoff stat, he was -7 in 6 games, -4 last year as well. So I wouldn't mind moving on from him. He is still young, he still does have potential, but honestly I think if we could flip him with that first round pick for someone even better, I think that's going to be the play. So let me go take a look around the NHL. I'll see if I can find some trades that make sense for the future of the Pittsburgh Penguins. So first trade I have in mind does not involve Trethway, but it does involve bringing in a pending UFA. No guarantee that we can sign Owen Power here. He's up to 90 overall, still 28 years of age, so he's still young, still has a couple of good years left in him. And honestly, I don't know what he's going to be looking for in a contract. Sending back Lemieux, a 3rd round pick of the Oilers. He's actually a decent enough prospect at 22 there, or 23 there. Put up some good numbers for us in the AHL. Maybe can be a bottom 6 guy for Buffalo. A 5th and a 7th as well. We're not getting much, but we also have to remember it is just for the signing rates. So Buffalo, trade rejected. Okay, that did feel a little bit low in all fairness. Let's make that 7th round pick. Let's just throw on another 5th. So 2 5ths Lemieux, and look at that, trade accepted. So huge potential move there, bringing in Owen Power. All right, so here's the second move I am looking at making. So Trethway and that first. You get a decent amount of value. You get a guy that is signed on for 3 more seasons at just over $5 million. He's been up and down for his career in exchange for Sandin Pellikka. You may be saying, why would the Wings want to trade him? He has that high elite at 26, which doesn't really mean anything, but he has really struggled in Detroit. He's another guy that is signed on long term for a decent amount of money, so it makes sense that they may want to move on from him. Does also fit our top 4, also getting some late picks back. So Detroit, look at that, trade accepted. So 2 huge trades coming to our blue line, which I really think will help strengthen this team. Alright, so let's start actually making some draft picks here. Let's just move to 57. Not going to have the value to get back into the first round, which is totally okay. Let's see, is there any guys that went late that were medium elite that we missed out on? The Jets messed up there with York, unfortunately. Oh, Columbus, high top 6, that is a yikes. But not seeing any players of note. There's Ranta there. He is a medium top 6. And yeah, it definitely looks like a bit of a weaker draft class. So I'm glad we moved that pick. So 57, what do we have available? So goalie there, likely going to be medium elite. Again, we don't really need goalie. You have Kid there, could be low elite. Interesting. Sorting by potential, high elite goalie. Again, we really don't need a goalie. You have Pyatt, you have Harrington. Okay, so there's some options there. 2-bar medium elite. Outside of that, not much. So honestly, I think we maybe take a look at Pyatt. He's in that range where sometimes those players can be medium elite, So, Pyatt, and look at that, medium elite steal. He is lower overall, 51, still 18 though, which is nice. He could be a potential player for us in the future. If not, he is for sure trade value. So once again, let's just move to pick 115. Don't really have anyone that I want to move up for. Nothing super crazy in this draft class that was really standing out there. So once again, sorting, we don't even need to sort by potential. Potential low elite player there right on our lap. Unfortunately, is only a low top 9. So let's go on to our 6th round pick. Anything else here of value? Hopefully we can try and snag a few low elite players. That would be nice. Get some good value. And it looks like there is actually some guys that may indeed be low elite. And actually quite a few 2-bar low elites. So we have our choice here. Let's just go with, I guess, highest projected. So Andronov here, let's see what he is. Again, low top 9, that's definitely a bit of a miss. And then our last pick here in the NHL entry draft. What do we have available? Again, we're going to take a flyer on one of those low elites. I guess we probably just go Harding. Warren Harding, next projected guy to go, 248. And once again, low top 9. So not the best draft class we've ever had. Only having 4 picks. We did get a total steal there at 57. But outside of that, I don't think there's going to be really anyone coming to this team in the near future from this draft class. So let me go take care of all the coaches, all of the scouts. I will cut back to you guys once that is done. Alright, coaches and scouts have been re-signed. Let's go take a look at everything we have to re-sign here for players. So going to goalies, going to all expiring, Brennan and Brian. Honestly, both guys can come back. I'm totally fine with having some good goaltending depth. Honestly, I wouldn't mind getting Brian here maybe into the backup role. 24.79. Honestly, maybe we go 3-year, take him to 27 when he's done growing. Go like 1.35. Maybe he grows, maybe he doesn't. 1.4. We'll see what he says to that offer. Defenseman. Power, we're going to wait on just for now. Same with Broberg and Pickering. We're going to Andre. 1.7. No, we're definitely not going to bring him back for that price. Honestly, a lot of these guys are probably just going to release at this point. We can definitely go through and re-sign a lot of them in free agency. Cam Allen there, I will give him his deal. But yeah, we'll have a lot of contract spots for sure that will need to be filled. Baldwin, prospect. He's looking for a little bit of money, so just qualify him. Same thing with Bracco there. Then Blumdale, one of our better defensive prospects. He will be getting his ELC. And Cohen there, low top 4. Not amazing, but we'll give him a shot, give him his ELC. But going back here, so Broberg, what would he be looking for? Yeah, he's going to be totally outpriced. We will let him go. We're going to wait on the other 2. We'll see what happens. Right wings, Roslovic. At this point, we can get him in free agency again. He is getting up there in age. He could maybe be a bottom line forward for us. Same with Perreault. Just give us some options there. Guys that probably aren't anything, but you never know. You have Volotner here, low elite, 79 at 19. He was a former 6th round pick in 2029, absolutely getting his ELC. Will likely play on the bottom line this year. Same thing with Lucius, he can come back. He's been here a little while now. And these 2 guys can come back for the AHL team. So that will take care of all of our right wings. Yeah, both guys looking for 2-way deals. Love to see it. Let's move over to the left wing. Appleton, again at this point 35, we can let him go. Daniil Boot, honestly, again, potential bottom line guy there for us. We'll like to have those options, but outside of that, honestly, everyone can go. Even Janssen there, he's not very good. And then going to the centers, Soderblom and Makinen. So Makinen, can we just sign you outright, or are we going to have to qualify you? Fortunately, we'll have to qualify you. 72-24 is not that great. Soderblom, I honestly wouldn't mind bringing back. Didn't have the best year, but as a 2-way deal, we'll definitely do that. Okay, so now the big ones. Owen Power, what are you looking for on a contract? So he wants 11 by 6. That's honestly not bad. I was expecting more. He wants 6 years, which kind of fits perfectly. Takes him to 34. He doesn't love the organization, but he loves the contract. So let's just do a starting point. 10.85 for 6 years, full no move. Let's see what he says to that offer. He will get back to us. That is good to see. Now let's just continue on with the sim. And look at that, Owen Power, even though he didn't love the team, he is signing a long-term deal with us. He definitely would have cost more in free agency for sure. Also get the goalie there, potential being a backup for us. Pickering, I really want to hang on to. Been a Penguin draft pick. He's been on this team for a while. He's played good. Just, can I justify the money? Go like 3.5. I don't want to give a full no trade. Give some kind of like no trade, no move. I don't know. I just don't think it's the smartest move, but we have 13 million bucks. Take it to 10 million bucks. Still gives us some room to make some moves. Okay, so let's see. Pickering, I have a bunch of scouts signing back on. He does extend 1 year, $3.5 million. So that's everything taken care of for the re-sign stage. Let's go jump to free agency. Again, we'll have a few more scouts signing on here. There's a decent amount that needed contracts this year. And let's go see what here is available at free agency. So first off, this is what I have the team looking like going into next season. And we really don't need all that much. We just need a good third line player and a solid bottom six option. So I think that's pretty easily to take care of here in free agency. We have like 10 million bucks to do so. Ideally, I want to try and get them both on 1 year contracts, just so we have space and we have flexibility for the coming seasons. But before we get into bringing in any new players to this team, let's go to contracts. Let's take a look at any extensions that we may want to hand out right now. And there is a big one we can do. Maddox Schultz, our top line center, high elite at 92. He is looking for some money. 15 million bucks on an 8-year, even with a no move. This is going to be a very, very costly contract. Going up to 13 million gets it like halfway. Ooh, this is tough. I really want to get him signed long term. Like 14 won't even probably do it. I think we're going to have to wait, unfortunately. Going down to Kirby Doc, again, I think I probably want to wait on him as well. We may let him go, yeah, 10 and 11 million bucks. Definitely not signing that now. Lindgren as well, bottom pairing guy. Julian there, I do want to give him his ELC. Can maybe make the team. I'm thinking 1 more year for him though. But we'll see if he grows over the course of the off season. That's going to really do it, I think, for extensions. So now, getting into free agency. What do we have available? UFA, Moritz Seider, 92. If we didn't get power, that could have been an option, but I think we're all right now. Even going down there, you have Lane Hudson. Wow, it's a big free agent class right there. So going to forwards, let's see. So again, we need a third line player and we need a fourth line player. Ideally on 1 year deals. So again, we're looking for cheap guys that want 1 year. So Timo Meier could be interesting. Ooh, Anthony Cirelli could be very interesting. Very solid defensive player, 33, 86 overall. Puts up around 50-ish points a year. That's definitely an option for sure. Outside of that, not a ton of guys wanting 1 years. You have Stillinger there. Could be interesting. Lehkonen, honestly, for the bottom line might not be too bad. Very interesting. A lot of older guys for sure. But maybe we need a little bit more of that. Maybe we need that poise, as we do have quite a few younger players making the roster as well. So Lehkonen, 80-60 awareness is good. Only 3 stars. Honestly, though, I think he would be alright for a bottom line option. And it's not too much. Again, we'll go 1 year. We'll go like 2.3 million bucks, 2.35. That should easily get the job done. Lehkonen, he will get back to us in a few days. That is good to see. And then I'm really thinking about Anthony Cirelli here. He has 1 year that he wants. I'm not seeing anyone really outside of that that's standing out. You have Tomasino there, could be interesting. But I really like the defensive game from Cirelli. Alright, so going into these contract negotiations, so no move. I'm honestly fine with that. I don't plan on moving him. 2 other teams are interested. So let's go and pay a little bit more for him. Nothing too crazy, but like 6.150. Full no move, 1 year. And right off the bat, there you go. He accepts. Amazing to see. So that still gives us 5 million bucks. Honestly, going to 2 ways. Let's just see if there's anyone here. Like Maverick Bork at an 81. Probably not going to play for us, but honestly, just good to have that depth. Neighboring there, honestly, same thing. I'm going to do probably a lot of this off camera, but if we can get a few guys signed on here, that's probably a good idea. Ralph, honestly, 76 or 79 at 26. That's not too bad. Hendricks here, same thing, 79 at 25. There we go. And then going to goalies. Goalies, I think at the moment, I think we're okay for. So let's continue on. Let's see if we can get Lehkonen signed. I think that's really going to do it for the free agent side of things. So continuing on a few days, Arturi Lehkonen accepts that contract. But yeah, overall, I think that's really everything I wanted to do. There was more of the trades in the draft and kind of reshaping this team a little bit rather than doing it through free agency. So I'm going to go sign some depth guys, but outside of that, I will meet back with you guys at the NHL preseason. Alright, so we are back here at the NHL preseason, and I really like the look of this team. So going to edit lines, the top 6 here, everything does stay the same. Schultz still at a 92, looking really good. Going to the third line, Costi up to an 83. Very good to see him grow. You have that really good defensive player there in Cirelli. You have Lautner, you have Lehkonen making their debut on the fourth line. It's a really solid forward core. Defensively, Power and Hensler is an amazing top pair. Dean Palika, Koivunen looks really good. And Lindgren Pickering is a very solid defensive pairing on the bottom. And they have played very well together in the past. Goaltenders, Ivan Kovac obviously still the starter. I'm going to give Brian a chance at the backup again. It's kind of at the age where we have to. Still have Ektiamov there as the third stringer, just in case any struggles do arise. One thing I want to note, Maddox Schultz here, now that it is the preseason, is asking for a lot less money, but it's kind of confusing, because he wants 12.050, but look at the contract interest meter. I think it's kind of glitched, because we have everything here that he wants. So let's just go 12.58 years, full no move. He shouldn't in theory want that, because the interest is so low, but that is what he's asking for. So we're going to send it, we'll see what he says, but in the meantime, let's get this preseason underway and let's wrap up today's video. So again, I think this team really does have a chance at going on a very decent run in the playoffs. And wow, look at that, so Maddox Schultz signs that huge 8-year extension, well above his expectations, so we even probably could have gone less. Honestly, I'm fine with paying him 12.5 to be our top line center. He is our new franchise piece after a guy like Crosby and Malkin left. But yeah, I guess it was kind of bugged. I don't know. This game, franchise mode, is so weird this year to say the least. So coming up to the end of the preseason, we finished with a record of 5-4. Very solid preseason from the boys. Let's go take a look at some of the stats. So Martone leading the way. Wow, 14 points in 7 games, 7 goals, 7 assists, 2 points a game. Insane. Schultz there with 10. Everyone looking pretty good. Lucius there having a rebound. Moore and Rossi on that second line. Not great. Definitely something to keep an eye out for. Sandin Palika, the new offensive defenseman, 4 points in 7 games. And in the net, Ivan Kovac. He was alright. Hope for a little bit better numbers in the preseason. But overall, I think that is going to do it for today's video. I think we made some really good changes to this Penguins roster. I think we are a much improved version of last year's team, and hopefully this is the year we can finally get it done and we can finally make a deep playoff push. But overall, that will do it for today's video. I will see you all in the next one.